Okay, the first thing that I got introduced to after coming here is the energy body. Though we all are aware of I was aware of the physical body and the mental status of the body, but the how important is the energy body for us and as well as for people around us is one thing which I got to know from here in these 2 days. So, and charging up all the chakras within us is also equally important to keep our mind sound and body also sound. So one thing that I got to know is that over here, and then the intuition that Karma was explaining was actually like a bulb lit in my mind, because there have been many instances where many intuitions come in front, but the exact thing that you said was the fear of becoming big is pulling me away from starting to do it. So when life is giving me an opportunity by showing an intuition, then I should trust in that and have faith and take that first step of working for it. So that was the openness that I got towards the intuition aspect. And
you can think of it like this, that your guides and your masters have more confidence on you than you have on yourself. They are sending you that message, that intuitive thought, because they feel you can do it. But you feel so small that you step back. So it is time to borrow their confidence.
Okay, yeah. Not remaining doubtful on self and just go by what is being brought in front. Yes. And another thing was mixing of love and attachment. That was very beautifully explained to me in very simple words, because I was a person who was too much of bound by love, even it is with family, friends, or anyone whom I know, any relation that I keep, was very fond of having a very lovable and loved relationship. But when I started this healing journey, there was many times where a reminder had come about this attachment and love thing. But even then, I was not able to differentiate between having love, still disconnecting that attachment. So I was actually in a stage where I was out of love, because my understanding was wrong that you love someone, you keep the attachment. So to get detached, you should stop loving them, kind of. That some, I don't know, some kind of misunderstanding had stuck in my mind. So finally, even day one, I think I said this to Anamika as well, that I feel I am not built with love now. I don't find love in me or to anyone. So I was that was a missing from the self what I was. But then today I got a very clear insight on that as well, like how to keep the love and how to be detached and maintain the whatever attachment is expected out of it. That is very clear now.
Maintaining boundaries, maintaining your personal space doesn't mean you love the other person less.
Yes, yes.
That means you love yourself also.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is one thing that I got to know again today, because I was like thinking, oh my god, finally refining myself. The love matter to chala hi gaya from myself. No, so now I'm happy about that part. And the other thing is like communicating every small and big detail and taking or giving opinions with your family is actually not required. So that wherever we need to maintain that space, we need to take a space process and give them also a space, because this is a very good lesson for me as I am bringing up a child of my own. So instead of barging into everything that he decides, this is going to be a lesson to me which I will be definitely taking away. And yeah, and about the prioritizing of tasks and how it needs to be organized, keeping the priority of urgent priority, which has to be dealt with today and which can wait and which can be done in an organized way. So setting the priority of tasks and timeline as well for each, and instead of taking up everything and trying to do so many things, which is going to be really overwhelming and ending up stressful. So that is one thing I can understand now. And the other thing is, brooding about the past or just keeping it aside is not going to help in any way. So there had been a situation, then if you want to come out of it, then we have to, like, this writing and reading and hearing exercises and talking more about it, and burying and eliminating once and for all is very much required, so that now if I can think about it, then it is not going to affect me emotionally. There is that still is there, but maybe I can think about it and handle in a more detached way, which is going to be helpful. And one thing is, we should know ourselves first. So these days of the journey with Anamify has actually helped me to know myself first. Because we keep advising others, we give based on my experience, I am telling you this. Based on my sufferings, I am telling you this. Actually, that is not required, is what I understood. So unless and until you are asked for any advice or any suggestion, only then you need to talk. Otherwise, you're not expected to advise other people on. First, I got to know about myself. Where am I weak? Where am I strong? What I need to work on? What I have, and I need to trust on that. All those things, I got a little clarity on that. And uh, so far, it's been like blaming people in my life, or blaming the situations, or blaming the destiny that had given me tougher times. But one thing I realized that I am myself responsible for what situation I am in now or any time, because no one else can control mine. So if I have let them behave in that way to me, that is my responsibility, that I should not be letting them behave to me like that. So that is one thing which we need to know, that where to set the boundary, that the pattern of tolerance has become a habit in me, that adjusting and tolerating has been a pattern in me. That the fear of losing the relationship and opportunity has made me tolerate, okay, it's just for them. It's okay. Let me not raise it so that I may not lose it. So that is not the
So
way.
by doing that, if people start treating you like a doormat, then you can't complain also.
Exactly.
What is there to complain?
Yeah.
You are the one doing it.
Yes.
So you can't expect me, don't treat me like a doormat.
Yeah. So when
Put a label on yourself, I am doormat.
correct. That is one thing that I realized. Yeah, I put a label that I'm a doormat. Come do this. I'm ready to adjust. I'm like,
Tolerate anything.
yeah.
Just put any shit on me.
Exactly. Like water, I used to think that I'm like water, it takes the shape of any glass. So actually, you should not be like that. You should be drawing the line and saying a no, which, see, I can't tolerate this. And that need not be like a literal no. It could be like a quiet way of handling it also, by staying away from that situation also. But that is one thing that I got to know. And about the environmental luck, that now Anamika spoke was really helpful, because everything that we see every day, it does matter and has an impact on our subconscious mind. So that one thing was there. And another most important thing that I want to say is, I have attended a lot of counselings, and I have taken help of a lot of professionals as well. But this one way of approach that Akarma and Anamika is, and Anamify is doing, is completely different, I can say that, because the experience that we are getting out of it is, so far it's been like any counseling or any psychological or any professional help that we're taking, it is like we talk about the problems again and again. We talk about the same problems. They talk about the, okay, you can think like, so we are talking only about the problems. That is not helping. But this is like, we are working on the root of that problem, if there is a problem, and we are finding out ways to eliminate that completely emotionally.
And did you notice that the biggest problem that we have been working on, we didn't even talk about it. All the
Exactly.
stories you guys wrote,
Ah.
we went down. We didn't discuss that.
Yes.
We don't even know what you guys wrote and what you learned.
Yeah, yes, that is one thing. Yes, and as in the start of the
Because that was junk for you and
Yes.
junk for me to know.
correct.
There's no point discussing junk.
Yes. So we keep about talking about these problems only everywhere else where I have visited people. So it has not given me any good. But this thing has really given a shift in my mind in different things, the way which needs to be thought about. So thank you so much for the approach and for helping to know about self and to work on those things. Yes, thank you.